done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition?
I'm here.
Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, with the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh, bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, bro. I need a PS5.
My nigga.
I feel like homie head should be normal. I have friends that I'll just go over to their house because I want to show off a little bit, and then on the way out, I'll dap them up and act like nothing happened, and we'll just talk like we're homies, because we are.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
You know what I love to see? I love to see when the ex leaves and does everything that I asked them to do for somebody else. That just makes me know that I wasn't the issue. It was you. And you realized you was the issue, but you was so goddamn prideful on changing your ways. You rather had changed your partner and then try to be better for them. That's cool. Listen, God works in mysterious ways, and maybe that was a blessing for me. Maybe that's a blessing for them. However, it brings me peace to know that I was right.
What kind of shit is that?
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not. No.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
He ain't lying.
What's up, y'all? It's Caddy West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I appreciate y'all for tuning in on this Friday the 13th. Now, you know, I'm going to go straight to it. You feel me? I know it's Friday night, Friday the 13th. Y'all probably too busy gooning and having a good time, and that's cool. But, you know, I'm going to still speak that real regardless. Now, as you see from the description, it says Jay-Z responds to critics of Kendrick Lamar, of the Kendrick Lamar choice. And, you know, let's just be real. Do black people understand politics? Now, with that being said, now, of course, it appears that Jay-Z made a quote or comment about his choice. And I'm going to show it on the screen in a bit. But he didn't get too much into it, but he said something that's definitely true. Where's it at? Once I find it, we'll talk about it. Now, one thing that's very true and apparent is that, you know, nobody owes you anything. You know, if it now, here it is. There. Now, Jay-Z says, when you hear people gripe against me, it's all about what I didn't do for them. Now, to be real, y'all, I wouldn't say that I'm even Jay-Z's biggest fan when it comes to, you know, just him personally. But as a businessman, you know, he didn't do anything wrong. A lot of people want to come with the emotional argument that, you know, Lil Wayne represents Lil Wayne represents New Orleans and Boosie and all these other rappers, and how, you know, the Carter 3 was one of the best albums, blah, blah, and, you know, he got songs for days. Yeah, we done heard it all. And I'm not saying that Lil Wayne is not a good artist. I'm not even going to say that Kendrick Lamar is necessarily a better artist than Lil Wayne. But Kendrick Lamar at this time, for having one of the hottest tracks out right now, you know, it's just more marketable to have Kendrick Lamar. You know, Lil Wayne, you know, he's just kind of basically, you know, I'm not saying that he's dated, but he's kind of more around our time. Lil Wayne's kids are old enough to be rappers, you know, they're adults themselves. Now, you know, a lot of people could want to argue that, yeah, you know, Lil Wayne could have still been a good act, and how they could have had Boosie and they could have had people from, you know, NOLA come in and this, that, and the other. But at this point, Jay-Z was like,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
I mean, in the end of the day, you know, his decision was final. And, you know, I think Black people are having a difficult time understanding the concept that, you know, keeping it real is not what pays the bills. You know, yeah, he could have put a bunch of New Orleans people on it, but then he could mess up an opportunity for himself later on. Now, one thing I do want to present, since we got time, is a video from my boy, Mr. Goodbread. And he basically has an insert from this video. So we're going to run it on this video and check out what the young man got to say. Check it.
When you hear people's gripe against me, it's always about what I didn't do for them. They don't say I did anything to them. They said I didn't do something for them.
That's what we've been saying about him not coming on the show.
See, that type of thing.
I know we want to look for somebody that reminds us of us, that's in charge. But Jay-Z's not in charge. He's a co-producer. Still meaning there's people over him. And New Orleans, the board of directors for New Orleans, when it comes to Super Bowl, the Saints, that's on them, guys. They get the ultimate decision. Jay-Z can roll out the options. Hey, this is what we got. This is what we do. This is who hot. This is who did. But at the end of the day, it's the city. It's the city, guys. So a lot of y'all asked me about my opinion on this, and that's my opinion. We got to get out of the habit of looking to pull each other down. We got to get that victim mentality out of our head. A lot of us feel entitled to shit we never even worked for. We didn't even earn. Now, Lil Wayne should be on this. Even if he not the headline, Lil Wayne should be on New Orleans. But this is what happened when you win these battles, these small little wars. You know, y'all be in these swagger competitions, y'all be in these little competitions, these private competitions. Well, Jay-Z won that. And with Jay-Z winning that, and you know, I tell you all of the time, the winner writes the rules. The winner writes it.
From Cash Money constantly saying Wheezy is more lyrical and has more money than Jay-Z.
You know, being lyrical is just a matter of opinion. It's who you like. So, you know, that's his opinion. As far as money, I mean, you know, that's a little more factual. Right, we can determine that.
Right, we would have to see your bank accounts and things of this nature.
I have no problem, but it's gonna cost. Put it up. If he's that confident, you know, I give him a little glimpse. It's crazy. I give him a little glimpse. Check that out. I'll cut it out. I'll knock it off. But as far as, you know, being lyrical, I mean, that's from one's, you know, that's for the viewers.
That's anybody's, yeah.
That's everybody. So if he believes that, then I respect that, you know, and that's his guy. So he's supposed to ride with his guy. So I don't have no problems with that. I have no problems with nobody. It's my positive. I want this to be my most positive year. I don't want no problem.
Beyonce and Jay-Z earned $122 million, becoming the highest earning.
Right after that.
Huh?
Right after.
Now, I must admit, even though he has been quiet about this situation here, sometimes things that's said in the past could definitely answer questions of the present. Now, he's being honest with you. Now, you know, are they calling Jay-Z because, you know, they're trying to cut him in on a business venture? No. They want to call Jay-Z when Jay-Z could help. And like I said, he could have had somebody else from New Orleans, like Good Red said. But you know what? It wasn't, you know, it was not agreed upon. Now, yes, maybe Jay-Z didn't have the sole control of who got to perform, but I don't know. I'm 100% sure Jay-Z didn't even consider having Lil Wayne or having any New Orleans artists up there, because it might be New Orleans, and you know that might hold a certain sentiment to people in hip hop. But you know what? People who watch the big game, who watch Super Bowl on Sunday, they don't give a fuck about all that hip hop shit. They don't give a fuck about all that street and hood mentality, hood checking in, and oh, you should have did this, you should have did that for the city and all that bullshit. Jay-Z says he's all about the dollar. It's all about the dollar. And at the end of the day, I think if black people were to kind of follow the same thing, we'll be better off in a whole. You know, and the truth is guess what? When black people are in power, they usually don't give a fuck about black people anyway. And when I say that, this is being real. Some of these same people who want you to fix the hood, if they're in the same position, they would not even turn back. So don't feel sorry about saving anyone in the hood, or, you know, trying to get in good with hood politics and all that. Because at the end of the day, it's all just bullshit anyway.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Now, I don't know if y'all know about this, but I'm quite sure this has been making its way around the media. And if y'all haven't, I'm going to put y'all onto it now. Because, the left is not trying to talk about this story. But, but I'm going to talk about it. Because, we all know Joe Biden, I guess, he's on the presidential campaign and just trying to help out his new boss Kamala, or should I say he's trying to help out his employee Kamala. Now, I don't know what y'all think of this is. You know, y'all can make up your own story about this. But check this out. I don't know if y'all seen this, but I'm about to show y'all right now. Let's see here. Look at this here, bro. Let's see here. Biden wears Trump hat as 9/11 unity gesture, says White House.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
You know, we have an amazing portfolio.
Okay. I guess they're going to make sure they pay their bills. Oh, so they're going to make sure they pay their bills. Well, I'm trying to show y'all something, huh? Wow. Okay, here we go.
Presidential hat. Presidential seal on it.
You want to autograph it?
Oh, sure, I'll autograph it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You remember your name?
I don't remember my name. I'm slow.
You're an old part. You're an old part.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm an old guy.
And you're an old part, right?
I know you would know about that.
What?
About being old.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I'm a young timer. Huh?
He reminds me of the guys I grew up with. There was always one in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only one.
There you go, man. I need that hat.
Want my autograph?
Hell no.
You know my name. Come on.
I ain't going that far.
Yeah, you said you'd do a selfie. There you go. Hey, I'm proud of you now.
Just remember, no eating dogs and cats.
Hey, they're good.
Thank you.
They're good. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I hope you like the pizza.
Now, yeah, I could say that's satire, you know, because he did make comments about dogs and cats. But I don't know, man. I don't think that was a good gesture for the DNC, bro. Yo, you already know people are going to be eating that up. They've been quiet about that. And yeah, Joe Biden had a speech about, I guess, how Haitians are not eating dogs and cats. And let's just be real. You know, shout out to all my Haitians and all my Caribbeans out there. Salute. Here's a fun fact. Did y'all know that there are people in America who eat wild meat? And when I say wild meat, I'm referring to roadkill, raccoon, deer, anything get hit by a car, possum, gator, snake, all types of stuff. Now, do you think that there haven't been an American who's been so hungry that they ate something that they were not supposed to eat? Remember Jeffrey Dahmer in the 90s now. Let's not forget. So that being said, it's not that, anyone believes that Haitian people just want to eat cats and dogs as if that's just what they like, I guess a delicacy or something that they like. Everyone knows everyone who has seen The Walking Dead, or ever seen post-apocalyptic movies or anything, know that when things get bad, people will eat anything. When you come from a war-torn country, like even Haiti, your people starve, you will eat anything. Now, you know, we all know that there was a Black American woman who got caught eating a cat, and it was because she was crazy. But come on now, it's not too far-fetched that someone would eat a cat or eat an animal. Now, it's so crazy is that, people are quick to kind of say that people from Asia, right, or people who have Chinese restaurants were chopping up cats and dogs. But as soon as they say that about, an immigrant, people are all in their feelings. Now, like I said, I guess as a Haitian American or Haitian, I could definitely understand. Well, not that I'm Haitian, but I can see how a Haitian, could maybe try to take offense to it. But at the same time, any person, whether you're American, whether you're a white American, whether you're a Black American, whether you're a Haitian American, we all know that desperate things will make people do desperate stuff. Let's keep it a buck. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna open up the line to let y'all come in if y'all want to chime in, because it looked like some people maybe wanted to chime in. I guess they got mad and left, but there was a bunch of people in a moment, and then I guess now they decided to leave, and that's cool. I will post the link to the chat, so everybody want to come in, y'all could say y'all piece and add to the conversation. If y'all want to say something. Now, of course, now I'm going to put on a video about a sister and what she got to say about Kamala Harris and her stance on it. Check it.
The reason they want to vote for her is because she's Black. And then what gets me is, you're telling me that I'm supposed to choose this woman just because she's Black? Well, everybody's pro-Black until it's time to marry and procreate, right? She didn't choose Black when it was time for her to preserve the Black family, but I'm supposed to believe that I'm supposed to choose Black for her to preserve the Black family in the White House. We're not doing that. If she didn't have to choose Black, then we don't have to choose Black either. So we need to get off of this whole thing, they're just going to do something for us because they're Black. Well, maybe if she would have picked a Black man or had a Black kid, I probably could support that. But the fact that you are on an HBCU tour telling young Black women to abort their children while you're raising white children, that's an issue for me. That should be an issue for Black America, because y'all remember back in the day of slavery, we couldn't keep our kids, but you'll see them white.
Uh-oh. Where was the lies that she said? She said no lies. And it's crazy because we got a whole lot of ninja watchers. People coming in, they're coming in and out, in and out. But that's cool. Because, that's how we do. We take y'all motherfuckers back to school. Even though I try to stay away from cursing, sometimes I got to drop a, cuss word just so y'all ignorant ninjas could hear me. Now, for all y'all who are viewing, I'm going to give you a little bit of a crash course in democracy. And it's funny because now that I remember, I got to holler back. I got to hit up my brother. We were having a debate about some political stuff. Uh-oh. Okay, just making sure my camera ain't tripping. But, let's just be real. One of the things I think a lot of people have against Donald Trump is that they say that he's a racist, right? Okay. I could honestly say that could be something that could definitely be concerning. But here's my question. What if I told you that the same people that black people have been voting for since 1965 were actually the true racists? What if I told you that we were under the wrong impression about the Democratic Party and about what the Democratic Party really feels about black people? With that being said, we're gonna do a little history course. You know, I ain't gonna say drunk history because that's what Coach Greg Adams says. Ain't no drunk history by CGA tonight, but we're gonna have some, I don't know, some blowed history with Cali West. Now, what I do want to show y'all is, I don't know if y'all heard, but I'll just say this now. In North Carolina, I don't know for sure everywhere, but I do know that in North Carolina, it was more known that in North Carolina that there were black people who were more Republican than they were Democrat. As a matter of fact, if you look at what Republicans stand for, it's truly what we as black people actually stand for. Now, I'm gonna make this a little larger because we're about to get into a little history lesson. Now, as you see, it says the Wilmington Coup and Massacre, United States History, 1898. Y'all know about this? If not, you better know about it tonight. Wilmington Coup and Massacre. It says it's a political coup in which the multiracial fusionists, which was the Republican and populist city government of Wilmington, North Carolina, was violently overthrown on November 10th, 1898, and as many as 60 Black Americans were killed in a premeditated murder spree that was culminated, and it was a culmination of an organized months-long statewide campaign by white supremacists to eliminate African American participants in government, permanently disenfranchising Black citizens of North Carolina. The coup followed the heels of an election for county, state, and federal governments that restored a Democratic majority in the state's legislation, which set about enacting Jim Crow legislation that disenfranchised Black people in North Carolina for many decades to come. See, when I start kicking this real, that's when everybody want to start, that's when everybody want to get up out of here and not want to be around and stuff. But that's okay. That's all right. Because we're gonna spin that real pill. Shout out to Black Ram 313. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because this is why I'm bringing it up. Fusionist politics, federal construction of 1865 to 77, legislation and enforcement brought the right to vote to Black Americans in North Carolina and throughout the South, leading into participation of Black office holders in Republican Southern state governments that dominated the period. But at the end of the Reconstruction resulted in return of white Democratic-ruled Redeemer governments that quickly rolled back civil rights for Blacks. In 1890, however, the return to white dominance was challenging in North Carolina. A severe economic recession in the 1880s had it particularly hard on North Carolina farmers. Feeling that neither the Democrats nor the Republicans had been sympathetic to their plight, these farmers looked instead of the Populists, or People's Party, to advance their political goals in the 1892 election. Although a few populist candidates won office, the combined populist and Republican vote was greater than the Democrats, who nonetheless constituted the majority of the state legislature. Now, of course, it says few of these Black farmers were likely cared much about the civil rights of Black, but they realized by making a common cause that the Republicans could advance their political and economic goals. By agreeing not to run competing candidates in 1894, the fusion coalition of Republican and Populists took control of the state legislature and elected the Populists and the Republican to the U.S. Senate. Working together in 1896, the fusionists retained control of the legislature, elected a Republican government, then enacted reforms that benefit blacks and working class whites. See, so when, those Republicans back in the day, they're saying that, oh, we were the party that freed the slaves, they're actually being honest. Now, are the Republicans not racist? To some degree, of course. But are they, but the true racists, like the racists that we read about in history books and who were burning churches in the KKK, were these Democrats that we talk about right now? And that's why I'm bringing this up. Now, of course, let's go back to the page. Now, of course, it says Wilmington in the Fusion era. It says in 1890, Wilmington was North Carolina's most populous city, a busy commercial port with a strong economy. It was an anomaly because the majority of its citizens were black. By comparison, the black population of New Orleans and Louisville, Kentucky, two other cities with large non-white cohorts, were only 27 to 17% respectively. Moreover, Wilmington had a thriving black middle class made up of professionals and entrepreneurs. Black Wilmingtonians were employed by artisans, industrial workers, laborers, members of the maritime crew, the domestic workers, building on a strong foundation of black schools, inherited status, and wealth. The black community in Wilmington had created a cohesive and social cultural environment. This city was boasted a rarity of the 19th century. A black-owned newspaper, the Daily Record, operated by Alexander Manley. Perhaps the most significant blacks constituted a notable presence in the local government. 3 of the city's 10 aldermen and 10 of the city's 26 policemen were black, and there were black magistrates. Now, this is where it gets real spooky. The white supremacy campaign. Black participants and prominence in the North Carolina politics and government humiliated and enraged many whites. 2 men had powerful roles in the state political life. Joseph Daniels, a publisher of the Raleigh News and Observer, the North Carolina's most influential paper, and Furnifold Simmons, chairman of the state's Democratic Party, met and decided to something about the political situation, namely to eliminate forever, by ballot or bullet, voting and office holding by blacks. Now, see, I know there's a lot of people, I know this. A lot of people are jumping off because of what I'm saying, but we're here to speak the real. Now, we have some people on board, who want to say something, I suppose. Okay. Now, Murphy says most races today are white nationalists and they are considered conservative. Okay. We're going to get into that in a moment. You say that, right? But my argument would be, that's what you believe. But I would say, see, y'all still want to complain about, people with little hats, the person that Kanye was referring to. Y'all want to talk about these, racist cops who pull over blacks and, shoot them and all that and all this stuff. And let me ask a question. Do you think BLM never came down south to these racist white towns to, deal with these Republicans? BLM is going against the police in these Democratic-run states. So remember that. Now, she says, however, I'm right. You know what? I think it's time to let some people on. I think someone got something to say. Oh, okay. They jumped off. Okay. I thought somebody wanted to get on and say something. Okay. But yeah. But, well, I'm glad that you're in agreement, Morphine. I appreciate that. But the thing is, the only reason why, I'm going to be honest with you, the reason why I probably would agree with you maybe 10 years ago, and why most black people will agree with you, morphine, is because of the fact that it's what Republican, whites say. The thing is, Republican whites, they don't really care about your feelings. Now, Democratic whites, they care about your feelings. They care about your feelings because they kind of want to be still cool with you so they can still take advantage of you. Because best believe, Democratic whites don't like you either. But I'm glad that you chimed in on that, morphine. I really appreciate you really chiming in on that. Because I'm glad to see that, you're at least, open, you're at least open to, the fact that, everything ain't always what it seems. Now, where did I leave off at now? Oh, it does say, okay, it says, namely, okay, I already said that. Okay, there was not a covert operation. They openly professed their intentions, boldly faced labeling the project the white supremacy campaign. The plan called for stealing the upcoming the 1898 federal and state election by exploiting the inherent racism of the white populist supporters and political differences between them and black and white Republicans, as well by employing terrorist intimidation and violence. Daniel used his influential paper, known as the Charlotte Observer or the Charlotte Observer, Wilmington Messenger, and Wilmington Morning Star to conduct a campaign of racist propaganda. Mind you, it actually turned into I think it's called the News and Observer, and that newspaper is still in existence, actually. Now, of course, if this is what it says. Oh, because some 20% of white North Carolinians were illiterate, much of the white supremacist messages were conveyed heavily through outrageously offensive political cartoons. Republican government was depicted as wildly corrupt, grossly incompetent, and controlled by grotesque, dim-witted black people. Among the forever tropes was the alleged threat posed to Southern white women by supposedly sex-starved, bestial black men. In Wilder reported speech during the summer of 1898, a Georgia woman, Rebecca Ann Felton, openly called for lynching as the appropriate response to the threat she claimed black men posed to white women. Now, it says Alexander Manley answered her speech with an editorial of the Daily Record in which she noted the historical prevalence of rape of black women by Southern white men and pointed out that many white women were attracted to and fell in love with black men with whom they associated with by choice. The response to Manley's editorial reprinted in the North Carolina, North Carolina was volcanic, and widespread demand that he be lynched was tapped down by leaders of the white supremacist campaign and the argument that it would be disadvantageous to lynch Manley before the election, but that his time would come. Woo! Yeah. Now, Alexander Manley, I think, is obviously a black man. Now, it says a terrorist component of the campaign was provided by the red shirts, effectively the parliamentary extension of the Southern Democratic Party, and basically the KKK in a different uniform. The heavily armed red shirts borrowed their loose red tunics and tactics from a white supremacist faction in South Carolina, led by Wade Hampton and Senator Benjamin R. Tillman, the latter of whom had addressed Democratic gatherings. You hear that? Democratic gatherings in the North Carolina on more than one occasion. In a run up to the election, red shirts prowled the nighttime landscape, bursting into homes of black people and white Republicans, threaten them with violence should they vote, or simply beating them as a prophylactic measure, as well as compelling populists to vote for Democrats. This was the context for the 1898 election. When it came time for November 1898 election. The red shirts were the ominous armed presence at polling places frequented by blacks and Republicans. On election eve, at a meeting in Wilmington, sponsored by white supremacist campaign, Alfred M. Waddell, a former congressman and Confederate general, provided marching orders for more than 1,000 men. It says, "You are the sons of noble ancestry. You are Anglo-Saxons. You are armed and prepared to do what you do for your duty. Go to the polls tomorrow. If you find any Negro voting, tell him to leave the polls. If he refuses, kill him. Shoot him down in the tracks." On election day, some black and white Republicans braved the polls, but many more stowed away, enough that the Democrats retook the North Carolina legislature, recapturing government recaptured government county governments and monopolized the state's congressional delegation, just to make sure the count went their way. Sounds like today. Sounds like today. Now, damn, I lost my spot. Oh, now here it goes. Now, of course, let's see here. They said red shirt had also attacked the polls and stuffed the ballot boxes, in some cases producing Democratic margins of victory that exceeded the number of registered voters in the district in question. Wow. Doesn't that sound like the whole thing with Donald Trump when he was mad and he felt like he got cheated out the election? Didn't they say there was dead people voting and stuff like that? But okay, all right. Now, of course, the coup and massacre in Wilmington. Now, Wilmington, the election in Wilmington, the election was the same story as the rest of the state, but with tragic differences. As a site of unparalleled black economic and political empowerment and success, Wilmington was the focus of especially heightened supremacy, enmity. Moreover, at Wilmington's most racial city government remained in place after the November 8th election. Its local government elections not to be held until March 1899. Not about to wait till March, white supremacists welcomed Wilmington, including red shirts, the white government union, and a group of leading white businessmen known as the Secret Nine, had different fate in mind for Wilmington. In the days before the election, the plotters made sure that the local merchants stopped selling ammunition to black customers. Conveniently, the segregated regiment of the local black militia that had been called up to serve in the Spanish War was still deployed in Georgia. On the other hand, two white militia units, including the Wilmington Light Infantry, were present in Wilmington, ready to augment the red shirts. Finally, having made little attempt to hide their plans to retake the government of Wilmington, the white supremacist campaign had drawn a number of reporters from national newspapers in town, with whom they entertained and filled with fabricated reports of imminent race riots they claimed had planned by the black community. Now, of course, I could just read on and on because you know what? It's a lot. But basically, in essence, and I ain't going to bore y'all because, with that being said, if y'all want to look into that Wilmington coup and massacre, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because once they were able to get into the Senate, they were able to influence people like federal, like Theodore, like FDR, like Theodore Roosevelt. He was backed by this guy named Daniels, the same guy who wrote this newspaper that was a Democratic newspaper talking about black people. So it goes deep to the point that these people that we were kind of voting for and we were kind of like rooting for was really part of the KKK. And the only reason why they gave black people civil rights in 1965 is because they knew we were going to get it. And besides, it already was ruled in the 50s that black people were supposed to have the same rights as black people anyway. It's just that they just chose not to enforce it. So basically, all LBJ did was just give you something that you already had. And black people want to vote Democratic to this day just because of that. When in reality, they did nothing for you. They actually just destroyed your community even more. So I just want y'all to think of that food for thought. Now, with that being said, we're going to go on to You know, we're gonna go on to other things. Now, here's a child who I guess, you know, hey, you know, these single mothers say they don't need man. Well, okay.
Of your phones, we're in the middle of the lesson. Sir, no, we do not have phones on in class. Give me your phone. Sir, give me your phone.
Oh,
We get it back after class. What is your problem?
What's your problem? Where you
You little boy.
Who you talking to?
Classroom right now. Oh my God.
Well, damn. I know she didn't expect that.
Emotional damage.
I don't know. I feel like I'm having an issue with my internet. Well, you know what? Once you decide that you're going to remove a man from the picture, I guess you're going to have to man up, ladies. Now, I don't know if y'all know who Chaotic is, but Chaotic said he was going to take his girl to the mall. Look what happens when he takes her.
24. He said 39.24.
I know. You're not gonna pay for it?
Why am I gonna pay for it if that's what you want?
You took me to the mall and you said you was gonna take me shopping.
You came to the mall saying you want to go shopping. I brought you here. I didn't come here to spend the money. I thought you were spending the wrong money.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not kidding you. I'm thinking you really was coming here to spend your own money. You ain't gonna spend $4,000 on my
$4,000, but you literally told me, let's go to the mall, I'm gonna take you shopping. No, I'm not, no, because that's crazy. You're making me look crazy right now.
I'm not making you look crazy.
Yes, you are. You're making me look crazy with this man right now. When a man takes me to the mall, they take me shopping, and they buy me the stuff. So I don't know what you're talking about. So that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Well, if that's what if when the man, if that's what a man do, I'm a little boy. I'm a boy.
No, literally you are, and you're very immature because you literally took me over here to the mall just for me so I could pay for my own shit. I could have came for myself.
What I mean, you asked me to take you to the mall, so I was thinking I'm doing you a favor. You really ungrateful. You're really ungrateful and inconsiderate because I stopped what I was doing today to come take you. I drove you up here. My license suspended. And I drove you up here, bro. You really an ungrateful.
Oh my God! No, I'm not.
Okay, no, go ahead. Nah, you're right, sir. I'm so sorry.
Yo.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
So what? I mean, maybe I need a little more details. Does she not have a car? Does she not have a driver license? Did he really? I don't know. Well, that makes kind of sense, though. If she said that she wanted to go to the mall, and he said that he was going to take her to the mall to go shopping, that doesn't mean that he's going to buy her some stuff. What it sounds like is that she said that she wanted to go to the mall. And he said, okay, I'll take you. You know, it's so funny. That happened to me way back before. They just say, I smacked that one time and didn't get a smack again.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Now, let's see here. I got about maybe another 10 minutes with y'all. Now, look at this chick right here with this BBL. I'm telling y'all, these BBLs is killing y'all.
On you. He got the titty on him. Oh my man.
Wait a minute.
We could get some money.
Hold on.
No, the trim.
Those legs don't match your ass though.
They don't have to. The money match. All the legs and matching, baby. 1 + 1 = $1 million.
All right, baby.
And 2 million and 3 million. Look at you. Your legs don't match. I mean, who gives a fuck? You feel me? We're not doing that. But yeah, just move along because you don't want this heat. But I like you. We could get some money.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
We can't do shit. Not with them legs looking like that. That's not even sexy, yo. Ladies, that is not even sexy. I mean, I know you probably had no ass, but you out here looking straight goofy like a straight ant. Not attractive.
Emotional damage.
Besides, there's only a certain type of dude who kind of likes that. But hey, if that's what y'all ladies like, okay. At least this look real. I think it is real. Okay. See, now that's one of my favorite neighbor. What else I got in my clips for y'all for the last few minutes we got? Uh-oh. We got some Snow Bunny.
What kind of bike is this bitch on? I want to know. Ladies, y'all need to go get y'all a bike so y'all could get thick. Because ain't no way in the fuck.
I ain't gonna lie, though. Bike lady was all the way thick, though, bro. Yeah, that's a nice frame. She definitely built. Wonder how that face looked without that mask, though. Uh-oh. I think Dr. Umar coming after me.
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see. You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon.
I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for Coons.
Yeah, what can we say? Ain't nothing like a Snow Bunny. Or a Becky. Because to technically be a Snow Bunny, they got to be at a snow resort. Now, what's this? How did that get in there? Now, we have debates in Facebook, and women want to say, oh, 40s and new 20, and how, women in their 40s plus are happy with their lives and all that. If that's so, then explain this. Explain this here, because I'm a little confused. Hold up. I ain't talking about that. Ain't no need for explanation for that. What I need is an explanation for a woman like this Like, you know, there's nothing wrong. Look, if you're an older woman, you're an older woman. Yo, just, you know, embrace it. But, women lying by their age, saying they're 30 when they know they're like 50, you know what I'm saying, going on 60 plus. You're not fooling anyone. Yo.
Nope.
Nobody fell for that.
Nope.
Nobody is falling for that, bro.
Nope.
No one is falling for that.
Emotional damage.
The delusion is real. Okay. Well, I thought this was a call-in show, but I guess maybe they're doing it too late on a Friday night. Everybody try to get some poontang and stuff like that. You know, I got a long day ahead of me, so that's why, I had time to be in the house tonight. But sorry, I had my fun last night.
Are we sending our sons out into the world to go be with women that already have children? Would you suggest that to your child?
I wouldn't suggest it, but if it happened, I'm not going to ostracize him.
No, I didn't ask that. I asked, would you suggest it? As a mother and him as a father,
no, I'm
are
not
you suggesting to your son to go be with a woman that already has a kid?
Okay, the answer is no. Now what?
Stop the cap.
Truth be told, she doesn't want to be messed up. But the reality is that she will probably be just fine with her son getting with a woman who is a single mother. Depending on how she looks at it. She could look at it like, okay, well, he wants, him to help single mothers. That way, when she get older, he's going to help her out. Or B, being with a single mother means that's less money. Your money's going to be going towards a child that's not your grandchild, and that's basically essence taken away from her. So she's not really going to give you it's hard to get a real answer from a single mother. I almost feel that, a single mother basically answers any debate about whether they will tell their son to get with another single mother, just on the fact that they're already a single mother. It's not about what women say. You judge them based off their actions, just like anybody else. I'm gonna show you one last video, then I'm out of here. Okay, one more video, then I'm out.
Life, or do women carry life?
We do both.
I mean, doesn't it take two people?
It does. However, if you have an island with 12 men and 1 woman, you would have a thriving society. However, if you have, 12 women and 1 man, you would only have a limited society, and it would not grow on from here on out. For 100 years, you would not have anything.
But don't men create more life since they can get more women pregnant?
No, because if you have 1 man and 12 women, you have a thriving society because women create the life. However, if you have one woman and 12 men, you get a lot. With 12 men and 1 woman, you get more.
I'm going to play that again just so y'all can play this. Just so y'all can see this. Especially you, JJ Diesel, Cowboy Travis 79. Check it.
Do women create life, or do women carry life?
We do both.
I mean, doesn't it take two people?
It does. However, if you have an island with 12 men and 1 woman, you would have a thriving society. However, if you have, 12 women and 1 man, you would only have a limited society, and it would not grow on from here on out. For 100 years, you would not have anything.
But don't men create more life so they can get more women pregnant?
No, because if you have 1 man and 12 women, you have a thriving society because women create the life. However, if you have one woman and 12 men, you get a lot. With 12 men and 1 woman, you get more.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh boy, this is why you cannot even have an intelligent conversation with people like this, bro.
Nope.
Now, JJ Diesel, Cowboy Travis 79 Smith says, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Nah, man, you came right on time. You feel me? I already did an hour show. I don't know if you want to chime in on anything I was talking about on the video. I know you just tuned into the live stream, but since I was about to be out, I just kind of bring you up to speed. But we talked about how Jay-Z, chose Kendrick Lamar over, picking New Orleans artists such as Boosie, Badass, Mystical, anybody from Cash Money Millionaire, Master P. But, he decided to go with the hardest artist. People don't understand that, money makes the world go around and all that, hood politics need not apply. Also, we also touched on the fact that everybody's favorite president, Stevie Joe, came on wearing a Trump hat at the 9/11 fire department thing. Now, of course, JJ Diesel says, I just want to talk for a little second after you fill me in about the show. No doubt. So yeah, we're just basically talking about that. Matter of fact, if you want to talk on for a second, I'm gonna bring you on and I'm gonna show you this clip, and you can tell me what you think about it. Because you know what? Because we're gonna get political real quick. I put a link in the description, but I'll post it again. I know you be wanting to sometimes get on the channel and speak your piece. Now's your time. You feel me? It's crazy. I did this call-in show for my viewers tonight, and I guess maybe because it's Friday 13th or something, but I guess everybody's out tonight. I'm the only one, I guess probably in Miami who's still at home right now. So yeah, I told there's no doubt, there's no problem, G. I told you, saying we was gonna have that call-in show soon. So I was extending it out to everybody who, even who's either riding with me in the righteous sphere or who disagree with me with those other things I got to say. You feel me? But I guess a lot of people was a no-show. It was crazy because more people were willing. Ironically, more people were willing to have something to say on Tuesday. I guess because there was nothing else to do, versus a Friday when there's a million things to do. And that's okay. Sometimes it be like that.
Emotional damage.
I had to do it. I was doing a lot of work around the house and, drive around. I had to go get a haircut and stuff like that. So it's all good. I kind of feel like this is some good therapy before I go to bed, because I do have to work tomorrow. Sometimes, I ain't gonna front. I be working weekends sometimes. So I gotta do what I gotta do. Now, okay. JJ Diesel's on here.
Howdy, bro.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing much, man. You know what? If you drive anywhere and you got to use the interstate, be mindful that there's a lot of wicked people out there. It's in the Bible. I forgot exactly what scripture, but it's in Leviticus. A man travel much, gain much knowledge, and I've been driving trucks since 2003. That's 21 years. January.
Congratulations, G.
Thank you. I put over 2 million miles behind me. I've been all over the country and drove up in Canada a few times. Seen a lot out there. And over the years, I've been watching society just crumble like skyscrapers in a powerful earthquake. And it ain't getting any better these last days. I mean, we see all this stuff. I'm gonna kind of indirectly get on what you're saying. All this stuff is related to those people seeing wicked as good and good as evil. God has said, "Woe unto those people." Woe means destruction to them, and they destroy the sacred union of marriage. They STD rates is everywhere. There's curses behind destroying that holy union of marriage, and these feminist, these simps, these witches, these warlocks, anybody that oppose the biblical laws of marriage and stuff like that, they're in trouble. I'm just gonna say that. And I live in the little old town, Forest City, Arkansas. I live about 50 miles from Memphis, Tennessee. If you go on I-40,
You said 40 miles from Memphis? Okay, I've been to Memphis.
About 50 miles from Memphis.
Oh,
And
okay.
it takes about 45 minutes at the speed limit, 75 miles per hour. The stuff I see people do just even on the highway is appalling to me. It's a lot of what they call gang stalking. If you don't mind me mentioning this, brother, I like him for saying it. New Breed channel, he mentioned that, and I see it a lot, and I could just feel his gut wrenching feeling. I'm like, why are they here? I'm just going down the road. I don't know them for nobody. I don't even like to wave at nobody. Nothing, none of that. I ain't saying if they wave, I won't wave back, something like that. But I won't wave first. I'm like, who are you?
Right.
I'm not,
No doubt.
and I feel like that. I feel like that because.
Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
I feel like that because it's in Arkansas. It's a regular thing for people to cause accidents and stuff like that, right?
On purpose or by accident?
Both.
Oh, okay.
And just a lot of stupid things that people be doing out there, lane blocking, speed tagging. Well, I'm gonna explain what speed tagging is. You know, when you pass somebody and they speed up, and then they hold you up, and you trying to just pass them.
Right. Because basically what they're doing is they're going fast enough just so you get in front of them, but then slow enough so you can't really go or maneuver past them. So they literally just play hating on you on the street, right?
Yeah, and then it's another way they call it too. Like if I'm in the left lane on the interstate and the truck in the right lane speed up and pass me, they call it sacking. Yeah, that's craziness. That's childishness, especially around these interchanges. It's dangerous. Somebody could blow a tire. The worst tire to blow out on a truck is the front up under the hood because it's the weak spot. And I protect that. I know how to protect that. I watch, make sure I don't run over nothing. Somebody trying to hit me or something, I make sure I know how to maneuver. I can't tell my secrets. Somebody trying to run me off the road, I'm watching for all that stuff. Even if I'm in my pickup, I'm watching.
Right.
I got to be in both vehicles I drive, and I feel handicapped without it, so I keep that going. And I'm not distracted. I'm watching. I'm on my mission to get where I'm going. I'm watching what everybody else is doing around me. I got the mind trained to watch all sides.
See, this is kind of interesting because I have a question for you. See, because I get this because you're a trucker guy, but I'm kind of more of a car guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I work on cars. I put in motors and transmissions, and I got a little drift car. That I mess around with. That I'm messing around with. Now, with that being said, I have a question for you. Now, you did mention about how basically how the front wheel is the worst wheel for on a rig to go out, right? Is that
Yeah,
when the rig is on a load? Because I just want to know, like, if
especially
let's just
if
say
it's
your
loaded.
truck, let's just say you had a truck that didn't have a load, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would that make a difference? Because at that point, you're just dealing with just your transactional, and because at this point you're damn near at 6 wheels versus like 18, right? So would that
Well,
make
let
a
me.
difference if you don't have your, or would you still not have control over your rig?
Well, it's a technique that you have to do. So far, thank God, I never had that. I never experienced that. But it's a matter of weight distribution. How much weight is on the axles? The front is the lightest. Okay, you got on the 18 wheeler. You got 5 axles. You got the
I get
steers,
that. I get that.
the 2 drive axles, and then you got the 2 trailer tandems. Now, weight distribution: 80,000 pounds for a 5 axle rig is legal unless you hauling agricultural products, but you cannot get on the interstate or they'll fine you. You can haul 85,000 on the back roads. Now on the interstate, it's a gray area on that. On the interstate, they allow 1,000 over 80 if you got a AP unit, auxiliary
Oh,
power unit.
right. Well, let's dumb it down for the viewers. You know what I'm saying? For the viewers in
Okay.
here, let's dumb it down because remember we got a topic because I got some questions for you because I wanted to review a couple of things with you. So, but please
Well,
tell me
see,
about this. Tell me about this front wheel thing because I know with cars like the front wheel. Don't get me
mhm,
wrong. The front wheel controls most cars as a front wheel drive car, but
mhm,
I know that even on a front wheel drive car, if the rear tire goes bad, that could be very problematic, for your car because that basically, in essence, keeps control of the car. Like the rear tires is what keeps a regular car on the road. So
mhm.
having your front blow out is probably not as much of a big deal as your back blowing out or something bad
It's a
happening
matter.
to
Of,
your back.
it's a
So
matter of weight. It's a matter of weight distribution. See,
weight
with a fully
distribution,
loaded 18 wheeler, the front axle is the lightest.
right?
12,000 pounds, and then if you go 34 and 34, that's the 80,000 pounds, and you got all this weight sitting on the front, right? Uh, it controls all that weight, and then you might have a slowdown. If you slow down at a quick rate, what it's going to do that it's going to go to that low side, and what's going to happen is going to cause that wheel to turn if you don't have a good grip on it. And the best thing to do, they say, is speed up and then gradually let it slow down if you have a front blowout. Heaven forbid if you're going downhill in a curve and it blow out on the outside, on say like if you're going downhill and a curve to the right, if that right side blow out, you in trouble. Just see it. I done seen a truck done flipped in a construction zone, or coming out of construction zone. They working on the interstate here in Arkansas, I-40. And he turned over. He had a steer tire blowout. Now,
Oh,
if you see a fender ripped off a truck, he probably had a steer tire blowout.
okay. So in essence, it's like when a truck has a load, it's almost like when a train derails.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know because me, I've been kind of dancing around the idea of getting a CDL. But yo, let's
Let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you
okay.
another thing. The front end is the weak point. Somebody in a car can run big truck off the road. It's called Achilles heel of the truck. Yep. But if I see somebody trying to do that, I wasn't gonna say this, but I know a tactic. I know how to throw that momentum. I'm gonna say it like that. Somebody coming at me, I'm watching. I'm watching my mirrors. Somebody coming at me, I ain't gonna let them just. No, I know a maneuver, and I've been studying. I know a maneuver
I know you ain't. I
throw
think
that
I think I get what
momentum.
you're kind of saying.
My face.
Look, I get what you're kind of saying. Look, you know what I'm saying? Let's read this. Me and you, we might have to have this discussion on Facebook or something. I think
Okay.
I know what you're getting at. You feel me? But look,
Well,
we want to keep
it's an
everybody.
example.
Okay,
It's
go
an
ahead.
example of
All
how
right, go
people
ahead.
are.
Fuck it.
It's an example of how people are. The mindset, the things they do to try to be evil, and I mean, it's not just on the highway, but
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, I try not to curse on here, but you know what? Say what you was gonna say. Now you got to finish it. Now, go ahead. How do you maneuver these people? Hey, you might as well
well,
spur the moment.
I tell you what, if somebody in a car trying to run me off the road, and I'm in a big truck, I'm gonna steer away from them. Then I'm coming back at your ass with all that weight.
Okay,
That's how you change. That's how you. Or if somebody, I had a pickup, no SUV. What?
So
In
all right.
20,
So in essence, brother, because remember we still got topics to talk about. So basically, in essence, are you basically saying that your best defense is your offense?
yeah, in some cases,
Okay, no doubt, no doubt, no
in
doubt,
that
no doubt.
situation, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's
Okay.
just you gotta be on the move and think on the move. And that's what it takes. Partly what it takes to be a driver. You got to be used to watching all sides. That's front, both sides, and the rear at all times, and underneath, and the top.
So keep your head on a swivel, no doubt. So
Mm-hmm.
so check this out.
That goes for
Check out
people
this.
in person too.
Right. Yo, check out what this sister got to say about
Okay.
about what she has to say about what's what she has to put this check out what she has to say about that lady Kamala. Check this out.
All right.
Where is it at?
The reason they want to vote for her is because she's black. And then what gets me is you're telling me that I'm supposed to choose this woman just because she's black. Well, you know, everybody's pro-black until it's time to marry and procreate, right? If she didn't choose black when it was time for her to preserve the black family, but I'm supposed to believe that I'm supposed to choose black for her to preserve the black family in the White House. We're not doing that. If she didn't have to choose black, then we don't have to choose black either. So we need to get off of this whole thing, oh, they're just going to do something for us because they're black. Well, maybe if she would have picked a black man or had a black kid, I probably could support that. But the fact that you are on an HBCU tour telling young black women to abort their children while you're raising white children, that's the issue for me. That should be an issue for black America, because y'all remember back in the day of slavery, we couldn't keep our kids, but you would see them white.
Now, she started getting into like slavery and stuff. Well, we ain't gotta go back all that far to slavery. Not right now. But what do you think about what she had to say?
Well, as a sister saying something so powerful, I have to agree. And I'm not voting at all this year. No, I can't. Because God said not to put anybody above you. And as far as a leader is concerned.
Okay.
Now, as far as being humble and recognizing somebody in a position, that's one thing. But just you
Okay.
pick your poison. In other words, he said, this is the backstory of what he was meaning. You're picking your poison if you think these politicians is going to save you. No, only he can save you. Only God can save you.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, all right. I'll say this much, and I'm kind of glad that you're gonna mention that, right? Well, that's why. Well, when I vote, I'm not voting for anyone to save me. All I'm voting for, what I'm voting for, is
A better
for.
quality of life.
Well, this is what I
Huh?
want. This is what I want. This is what I want. I want an environment where, someone like you and I, we could go and still be able to make our money and live with how the forefathers seen it, whether those forefathers were white or whether there was a black guy with them or not. The whole point is that under Trump,
Free market.
finance, right? Look, under Trump, not only that, but I'm just talking about on the ground level, on the ground zero level. My dollar went a lot farther in the grocery store. My dollar went a lot farther in the gas tank. My money went a lot farther when it came to buying cars and simple things like going to Home Depot and stuff like that. Now
Right.
everything has prices reduced because we worked with a administration that, ran on having these little secret little wars like food shortages and massive, massive people having to, having to be forced to get vaccinations or keep their jobs, and the inflation of the dollar. These are the things that I'm voting for when I decide that I'm going to go and vote for Donald Trump this year. I mean, I admit, saying that I voted Democratic mostly all my life, but I
Me
must
too.
say, yeah, but I must say, the truth is that, some people say they don't want to vote for Trump because he's racist. And I feel that that's a cop out because I voted in Joe Biden, who signed in the 94 crime bill. And he's the one who said he didn't want his son, Hunter Biden, who is a felon, that, right. Remember, Steve? Remember, we like to throw out the felon, right? So, mind you, he said that he did not want his son going up with kids from a racial concrete jungle, right?
I can't trust Campbell Harris because she can't be serious or ask questions. She's always cackling or she
Right.
does questions.
Right,
I mean,
right.
like, what's wrong with her? She's a puppet with like a what you call it? I made a comment.
Ventriloquist puppet.
No, just a puppet. Somebody else controlling her, and maybe a
Right.
ventriloquist. And it's like
Yeah. No.
hen getting her tail feathers plucked. That's why she cackle all the time.
Right.
That was being tested. And I heard rumors about Campbell Harris. That's why they gave it a nickname I just mentioned.
Right. right. Mm-hmm. See,
and then how she locked up black men and kept them longer than their sentences, even if they were innocent.
And she's on tape admitting that she did that. She's on. I wish I could find a video where she's actually admitting to that. And if I could, I might pull it up on this tonight's video of us talking, since we're still chopping it up. Matter of fact, check this out. I don't know if you've seen the debate, but did you see this? This has been going around.
I'm gonna mute while you play it. How about that?
No, I ain't playing nothing. I'm showing something on my Facebook page. It says busted. It says she's wearing earrings. Nova audio earrings, the first and only wireless earphones embedded in a pair of pearl earrings on a gold or silver plated clip. Look at her earrings. Do you see this?
She's a puppet, like I said. That confirms it.
And mind you, people were saying, "Oh, she did a good job. She did this. She did that. She did other." Do you also know that the black lady who was on the who was one of the commentators, she was at KA, who's part of her fraternity, who's part of her sorority, as well as the fact that it's been said that she got the questions prior to the debate. You heard about that?
Yeah, something along. Yeah, I remember
Right.
hearing fraternity or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The sorority. That's crazy, bro. Like, that just kind of goes to show. And truth be told, there's some people who kind of argue that would be basically manipulating the election, because if you're trying to go based off of someone having a good speech, if that's what your election is based off of, and you basically have someone come in and they basically had pre-doctored answers.
What that tells me, she didn't think of the stuff herself because she didn't have the intention to do right. She didn't have good intentions. Let me say it like that. No, she didn't. She don't have no good intention. And
then, she don't have no answers.
Right.
She has no answer. She has no plan. She has no answer. All she's gonna do is just be another political puppet, just like they had Joe Biden. And at this point,
an extreme airhead.
Right, extreme airhead. All she wants to do is basically allow. Like, here's the thing: she's promised you she's running her campaign based off of feelings and stuff like that. When in reality, she is basically promising to bring back that you could just bring back universal pro-choice, when in reality the Supreme Court already made a decision that is based off of the states. There's nothing that she can do to change that.
And you know something, if you don't mind pulling up something real short biblically, I want to give you a scripture. If you can pull it up real quick.
Oh,
And basically a woman is not supposed to have authority like that in the first place. She's supposed to dress modest. She's supposed to learn in silence.
Are you referring to the verse that says a woman's not supposed to usurp authority over a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's First Timothy chapter 2, verses 9 through 13. It's longer. A woman's supposed to dress modest and stuff. You can go from 1 to 15, but I just mentioned 9 through 13.
I know that verse is here.
But I try not
to drop it too heavy on my guests. But yeah, Timothy is 1 Timothy 2:12, right?
It's First Timothy chapter 2, verses 9 through 13.
So it's 9 through 13. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull it up. I try not to go too. I try not to get too religious on these cats, but I guess we're gonna do it
No,
tonight.
I'm not religious.
No. Hey, sometimes they need some learning. Sometimes. Do you see that?
I don't look at the Bible with a religious lens. I look at it with a spiritual lens.
No doubt.
And if you have the Holy Spirit with you, whether that book is you got the paraphrase or you got to highlight it, you can tell who's talking. You can feel it.
Right. No doubt. But yo, since we got our viewers, I'm sure our viewers would love to hear what you got to say. So, which one of these verses do you want to read? Because I got it on the screen for you. Which one?
First Timothy chapter 2, 9 through 13.
All right, I'm on 9. What you want me to do? You want me to go to 10? Which one do you want me to go through? Oh,
Just read it straight through. Read it straight through 9 through 13. If
read it 9 through 13.
Yes, sir.
What? Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to read it because it was your sermon. It was your talking point. And you want me to read the whole verse? All right, I'll read it real quick. All right, I'm gonna do you this one favor. I'm gonna read the whole verse for you.
All right.
Let's see here.
And I'll mute while you read it.
All right, hold on. Because a lot of people just came on and a lot of people logged off when you start, what I'm saying, when they start getting too prolonged. You feel me? All right. So 1 through 9. All right. I'm just gonna say the verses. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in the modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not the broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep on reading. Then it says,
just 9 through 13. That's 4 verses.
Right. I'm gonna read the whole thing. Okay. But which becometh will on women's professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Then, but I suffer not a woman to teach, not to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. Maybe we should write 14 too. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. All right. All right. So now the mic's on you now. What's up?
Exactly. And this woman is supposed to be under the covering of her husband. When she's out here being a leader, she's defying that cover for one thing. Then she's going against everything that you just read.
Okay. Right. No. Well, you know what?
Defy.
I agree.
And
I agree in more ways than one.
And those who support her are defiant and don't even know it. Some of them. These feminists out here, or those celebrities that she had, come
Oh,
out
like
and
Taylor Swift?
any
Like
of
Taylor
them.
Swift.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about Taylor Swift and what she said? Did you hear what Taylor Swift had to say about her endorsement with about Kamala? If you don't, I could bring you up to speed because I'm sure the viewers would like to see this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now, Taylor Swift has officially endorsed Kamala Harris after her terrible performance at the debate on Tuesday night. Why is it that she had to wait until after to give her endorsement? That's obviously because she's obviously trying to swing the election because they know Kamala didn't look good, even though she had answers to the test already.
A typical feminist, they stick together for a common cause, but they divided against each other. That's how the devil.
Right.
That's how the devil's parties is.
No doubt. So it says how Taylor Swift's endorsement of Harris could change the election. You know what? Let me just see something. Oh, okay. So
You
yeah, it
watch the
says
movie. You watch the movie The Godfather. You know, well, the devil destroy his tools. They rarely get true rewards. Yeah, the devil has blessings for his servants too. Now, don't get me wrong, but it's a price in the end that they have to pay. They pay what they sow. See? See, when people sell their soul, the devil will come to collect.
Well, in
And that's
life,
what a lot of
there's
people are doing.
right. In life, there's always trade-offs. Like, it's unfortunately things are just not everything sweet. Like sometimes making things good for your family might make things not good for other people's family. As a matter of fact, I wish I had this clip, but they were basically saying that the reason why rich stay rich is because they have a selfish mindset. And and in their own way, they can still return money back. That's why that's a good thing about industry. Now, with that being said, well, let's not go into too deep into the rabbit hole. We're gonna try to stick to the script because we're gaining our viewers back again. So it says how Taylor Swift endorsement of Harris could change the election. Let me just see what she said because that's the whole point. I don't really care about how it could change the election.
I find that as a big red flag before you go into reading that. Now I'm mute again.
No, go ahead. No. Say what you got to say because I got to find out what she said because I want to read you what she says. I don't really care about her necessarily endorsing the election, but speak your piece. What are you going to say?
I find it as a red flag. I found it as a clown show and manipulation tactic. It's a big red flag. I don't. And if you know that woman is a feminist and supporting this woman, then that in itself is the main point of why I say that's a red flag. And period.
Right. I don't even listen. I agree.
I don't even listen to Taylor Swift. That drill rap. I don't listen to rap and all that stuff. I don't listen to stream rock. I mean, you have to discern the spirit and the words from you. I said, guard your ear gates, your eye gates, and all that stuff, right? We have to discern.
No doubt. Right.
And, I never did like rap. I had my peers, siblings, and whatnot.
Right. But right, no doubt. But hold up. But see the thing though, Taylor Swift ain't a rapper though. She's a pop singer. Hold up. Let's get back to what we were talking about with Taylor Swift. Do you see her in this picture here on this Instagram post?
Even if she's not a rapper, just her being a feminist is enough for me. It's female country singers that I used to like. But they have songs that turn me off. I like different kind of music now. But
I feel you. But what I feel problematic is I don't really care what kind of music she want to do. She can do whatever she want to do in her life. My only problem with her is we know that she has a lot of influence. Most of the people who's gonna vote for her or vote for Kamala, or a lot of people who's gonna vote for Kamala have never voted a day in their life. These are like generation. What's this? Not the millennials. Generation. What's that generation? Whatever that generation A. I don't know what generation we're on now. But
I guess.
But long story short is, she basically says, and I'm gonna read it to you. Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already known, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and stances these candidates take some topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe her publicist wrote that because I'm gonna say that statement I can't even knock. Here's what I have a problem with now. See,
See, the
because here,
devil always come out with half truths. That's
oh,
what that.
of course, yeah, no doubt, of course. So see,
I know God is all on me because that thought just come to me so clear when you was telling me this.
Right. It's like saying, somebody's so smart and they're so intelligent, but the but negates everything. Now it says recently, I was made aware that AI of me falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to my conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in 2024 presidential election. I am voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for rights and because I believe need a warrior. Listen to this, because I believe need a warrior to champion them. True grammatical error. Now I think she is steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos. Let me ask a question, bro. Does she sound like English is her first language? Dude, yo, bruh. I know Spanish people who got better English than that, bro. That was terrible, bro. Terrible. And she's supposed to be a blue blood American.
You right, because I've been to Mexico and some of them speak English.
Dude, what the hell?
I got sarcasm too now.
God damn. Sheesh. She must have had her gardener do this shit or something. I don't know. Now it says, I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate. Look, dude, does this sound like someone who's American, bruh? I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate. Dude, running mate, dude. It's kind of sound like
somebody trying to sound intelligent, but really just trying to manipulate everybody, and she come up with words at the last minute under pressure.
Right. Dude, this sound like the Chinese version of Chat GBT, G. Who has been running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades. I to be honest, I didn't even know who Tim Walz was when I first heard about him. But anyway, this is what she says. I've done my research and I made my choice. Your research is all yours to do, and the choice is yours to make. I just want to say, especially for the first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it much easier to vote early. I'll link where to register and find early voting dates and info on my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift. Now, yo, I'm sure you know this, but because you have a good eye for this stuff, G. You know that they paid her off, right? You know they was like, here you go $2 million. Here you go $2 million just to go ahead and endorse Kamala. You already know that they paid her, bro.
Lobbyists.
They paid her. Like, dude, I guarantee they didn't wire her the money. I'm guaranteed they didn't wire her the money. That's probably the easiest money Taylor ever made in her life. Allegedly. I don't know this for sure, but allegedly, I believe that they obviously had to pay for her for this, bro.
I correct myself. Maybe I said she was desperate. Yeah, maybe she was desperate under pressure. She was under pressure because she was paid. She might not even like Kamala Harris, but she was paid to do this and tell a lie.
Right. Because Donald Trump actually likes Taylor Swift. he has said that he liked her. He only recently came out and said that he likes Britney. He likes Britney.
Spears.
No. Britney. Damn, how can I forget the name? How can I forget the star quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs?
There's more than one Britney now. It ain't
No,
Britney.
the wife of the quarterback. Man, how can I forget his name? See, that's what I get for smoking this ganja at this time of night.
I was just joking. I said I know it wasn't Brittany Griner.
No. It's the
Brittany
wife
Griner.
of a football player. Damn, how can I forget his name? See,
I got another sarcastic term joke. She should have, instead of griner, it should have been grimy. Brittany Grimy.
Oh, right. Oh,
Crazy.
well, she be grinding on them. You know what? I ain't gonna clown. Oh yeah, Brittany Mahomes. There we go. He said that he likes Brittany Mahomes better than Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is with Travis Kelce, the tight end. So yeah, but Donald Trump, he kind of meant that. Donald Trump. One thing about him, he did. He wants to kind of address everything. Sometimes, when you're a giant, you gotta let things fly, man.
Diplomatic. He was trying to be diplomatic.
Oh, and you know what? I to be honest with you, I was actually kind of quite proud of him. He could have did worse. I think the only thing where he almost kind of put his foot in his mouth is about the thing with the cascade eating and stuff like that. Because, it's not that there wasn't a report that people have been doing that. It's just that there was just not much evidence of it. There's not really evidence of it because I don't think that it hasn't happened. I mean, come on now, we know that there are Americans who are raised in this country who ate wild meat. Come on now. Anyone who lived in the Midwest or ever been in the Midwest or down south know that there are some Cajuns, there are some hillbillies and that type of people who eat wild meat. And when I say wild meat, we talk about any meat, strange meat. So it's not unforeseen for someone from a third world country who's starving and hungry to possibly eat someone's rover or eat someone's, cat, should I say? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not unforeseen. Right, for real.
I got a dog. I hope he's smart enough to eat their ass up before they eat her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Word has it that Snoop Dogg and Doja Cat canceled their trip to Springfield, Ohio. You get it? Because Snoop Dogg, Doja Cat.
I think I get it.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen it, I didn't get it at first. Like I was kind of wondering. I was like, what's going on in Springfield, Ohio? Then I was like, aha! Like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, woo-hoo. That dog and cat phone mix usually. I get it. That's the game.
Terrible. Oh, a matter of fact, there was something else I wanted to show you too. Yeah. I knew there was something else. And it has to do with the whole situation here. Let's see here, what else?
What'd you think about my avatar there?
Oh, the truck?
Yeah.
The truck is dope. No doubt. I like that.
I just took a picture one day when I was about to get some diesel.
Right. No doubt. I know that's right. Oh yeah, hey man, Pete this. I'm a car guy. I definitely got pictures by the getting filling up the gas tank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could appreciate it. Damn, there was something else I wanted to show that had to kind of do with what we was talking about tonight.
I still drive that truck now.
Oh, that rig? Why I don't why not? Because it's a front because it's the old school type of truck, old school rig.
That's a 98, I think. That's an old truck.
Those are the best ones, man.
Yep. Don't have this, what you call this, we have to put this death fluid in, the death engine jump. That's criminal, in my opinion, for them to come up with that mess. It ain't making the air quality no better. If they burn all these rice fields and stuff, they don't care about the environment. It's just a damn racket. I had to come out and say it somewhere. At some
well,
point.
you know what? That all happened under the Biden administration, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, nobody, no party's trying to stop them doing that. That ought to tell
Okay,
you
so
right there.
that has to do with what we call lobbyists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got people with breathing problems. They don't care.
Right.
They have a technique called no-till. They can replant on top of that rice, and they don't have to burn them fields. They do it anyway. They don't care.
Facts. Damn, I was trying to find that other thing that I had, but you know what? I'm gonna have to go into my little file real quick. You know what? We got another 15 minutes. What else I got? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I meant to kind of come on a little bit earlier, but you know how things go. You know, it's Friday, and I'll do some other stuff. Damn, what else? Look at that.
How's the weather in your area? It's been raining since 2 o'clock this morning.
Right. Nah, today was a good. It rained, but then it stopped. Today was, today was a typical day. It was a good day. You know, like a little bit of rain, but I ain't nothing out of the ordinary in Florida. I'm gonna pull this up. I thought this was actually kind of funny.
Okay.
Check this out.
I've been to Florida a few times. I'm mute now.
Yeah, man. Where in Florida?
All down through Florida. I was delivering live fish. I haul a load of.
So you definitely got down to Miami then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
what I was
sweet.
hauling was, I hauled a hopper bottom there the first time I went, and then 2013 I went again. Then in 2011, and then 2013. The last time I was there was 2018.
Oh yeah. Well, the next time you come on down, man, we gotta have a brew or something. You feel me? Or a cigar.
Yeah, get me a motel. Yeah, we get a cigar. I don't cut my cigars now. I just smoke them.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, you know, you're a country boy, so I get it. I'm not really big on cigars, but it's something that I kind of got on, you know what I'm saying, watching other brothers, you know what I'm saying, at the cigar bars and stuff. So, you know, ain't nothing I can't handle. Especially, you know what I'm saying, the trees I be blowing.
Now, I will admit, you know how long I'm 45 now. I've been smoking since I was 13, and I feel guilty because I know it's not a good thing to do.
Right.
I hope and pray to God bless me to get off of that, because it's not good for the temple.
Right. Or your lungs.
Right.
I got this
That's
one video that I wanted to show you and it's about these women. You know, we all talk about women who lost their way. Now there's these women who think that a man wants an adult dancer. Check this out.
The entertainment industry is music, modeling, and acting, and being a boss that I am, and like a woman of God. The stripping that's just a 9-to-5 side hustle to me once in a while, once in a blue moon. That's not my life, you know. So it's just.
You said that's a 9-to-5 side hustle.
Yes, like that's
8
just
hours.
A job to me. I haven't been in the club for like 2 months now. Like that's once in a while, here and there, you know. But every day, my life is music, creating, like. I go to church every Sunday, you know, but that's probably hard to believe just because I said that. But the first thing that I said, if you watch the show, the first thing I said is, I'm a recording artist. That's my life every single day.
I don't think it's hard to believe that you go to church and you're a dancer. I think as a woman, you gotta do what you gotta do to still provide. And who is anybody to judge you for building an income? The fact that that doesn't define who you are. But
it's just like, I get it. Like, I'm just being realistic and genuine because I was that hypocrite. I wasn't a stripper my whole life. Like, I started very late in my life, probably like 27 years old, 28 years old.
But the work that you do does kind of define who you are. Just like if you find out.
No, it don't. It
Let me
don't.
finish,
But I will
please.
say, like,
Let
it gave me the confidence.
I get it, but we're talking
You know,
about.
people just focused on that, and I really wish they didn't focus on that, because it's just like, I'm more than a pretty face. I'm more than just some stripper. That's just some job to me.
Now, yo.
Wait a minute. Let me cut them down real quick and rebuke them. The Lord said the woman is not supposed to be acting and dressing like a harlot, otherwise she'd be seen as a dog or known as a harlot. And the next thing is, that other woman said not to judge her. She wrong. I just explained why she wrong. And the Lord says a way a woman should carry herself. You already read that scripture in First Timothy, and they're rebellious, and well, red flags. Any woman that talk like this, I mean, you got to discern the energy of a woman, the way she carry herself, all this stuff. I'm used to doing that now. For the last few years, I've been really watching.
Let me ask you, but hold up. Let's not go, I understand what you're about to say, but let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the fact that here's the thing. Even in the Bible, there were women who did things that were indecent, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? There was a certain section in society for them, which was not a wife. Let's talk about the main fact that she's a stripper, but she's claiming to be a Christian believer. Tell me what you think about that.
She's a liar, and the truth ain't in her.
Facts.
She's a manipulative deceiver. If anybody falls for that, a manipulative, lying deceiver.
Right. And not only like, and then most importantly, you know, she could try to deceive herself, but she's not deceiving anyone. And that's kind of why the young brother on the couch is basically he's basically is about to basically expose her BS. And that's why she keeps cutting them off. See, I don't know if you noticed that. That's why she keeps cutting them off, because she knows he's about to say a valid point, but she's saying that she should not be judged. There's nothing in the Bible that says that you cannot judge a person. Of course you can judge a person. We judge people every day. Man, you know what? But
you can't judge their soul, but you judge their actions. That's
right. I mean,
but that tells about that person's soul.
I get that, but even without the semantics in mind,
mm-hmm.
Of course we could judge people. We judge people all the time. When you go and apply for a job, right, and they say they want 3 references, personal references, and 3 jobs that you worked at, that's because
the criminal judge gonna lock somebody up if they've been proven guilty of a crime, right? Sometimes the innocent get locked up, but
But yeah, that's what I said. There's a process, so people can't say they don't judge. The same people who say they judge, they're the same person to call someone a name. They're the same person to call someone a racist or call someone a prejudice, right? right. But then they turn around and say when you shine the light on them and they're in BS, now they say, "Oh, don't judge," or "You can't judge me." Of course, we could judge you. I can judge you on your bad mistake.
This goes back to something powerful I said. Those women in that video, they see good as evil and evil as good. And God said, "Woe unto them, woe means destruction."
Right.
They're rebellious and contrary against the truth. They got a reprobate mind. The truth ain't in them. They want to see do as thou wilt culture mess. No, they don't want to honor the Bible. Any woman that goes in against anything in that Bible, then run.
Right.
Even Kevin Samuel says, "Man, run for your lives."
Well, here's a caveat too. You know, this woman claiming she's a Christian believer, but she probably goes to one of those prosperity churches where they don't even really read the Bible. He just says a lot of stuff and just says God, and just Jesus want what Jesus want, and they're not even reading from the scriptures.
You finna laugh. She don't listen to a real preacher. She listens to Dr. Feelgood.
Right, prosperity preachers. That's what they are.
Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, but see at the end of the day, y'all, any woman who is taking off her clothes, I'm not gonna say, what she is. You know, y'all can fill in the blanks. But anyway, there's no woman who's gonna be selling herself, whether her body was just visually seeing her body. And let's just be real, y'all. If y'all really know adult dancers, we know that they do a little bit more extra than just showing off their body. Come on now.
Yeah.
Especially if she does it every now and then. Every now and then, here's the thing: if she goes every now and then and she can still pay her bills, that means that she's going all out when she does those nights. Those nights she goes on Fridays and Saturdays, and just know that she be slurping and burping, bro.
I get it. That's a hell of a way to put it,
Bruh. And you know, and then what's messed up is some dude, if he see her on a conventional day, he'll probably rather look. No lie, she's one of those type of chicks, and she didn't tell. And here's the thing: she probably don't even tell all the guys that she date that she's an adult dancer. I'm quite sure that she probably even keeps that a secret because look at her; she's not a bad looking chick. She's not a
Well,
bad
you
looking
know,
chick at all, other than the tattoos, other than the little red flags. But if she didn't get no tattoos and probably didn't have someone else's kids, she'd probably be marketable and could probably get a dude, you know. But guess what? They wanted the fast money. They wanted that fast money. Look at all them tattoos. And do you see how old she is too? Talk about she started stripping at 27. What? Come on now.
exactly.
Like most girls, I hate to say this, but most chicks who start stripping, they start stripping like at 18. I heard them stripping like a little earlier with fake IDs. But just get into when they're kind of young and kind of supple and still kind of good looking. This chick, she got into it because, you know what I'm saying, she don't get along with her baby daddy and that child support ain't enough. So she got to go at the strip club. You know, at the end of the day, I think one of the problem is that's kind of why, you know, it's kind of sad that, you know, the government decided to separate the church from school, but then incorporated LGBTQ into the school.
Well, they didn't really actually separate church and state. It's a bunch of lies.
No, I'm talking about church in the school is what I said. Church in the school.
I got you.
Because guess what? Because guess what? Most kids don't know anything about church and state. Guess what? Because guess what? They're too busy in school. So what they do is that's why they said they're gonna go get your kids is because they know they get them when they're young. That's when they're most impressionable and malleable.
Mm-hmm. That's how the generational curse is perpetual.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the black community. You feel me?
I don't call them schools. I call them indoctrination camps because that's exactly what they are. They don't, you know, they get them. They teach them just enough to get them out in the world and use them if they're willing to work.
Right.
Pennies on the dollar compared to what money used to be worth.
Right. Hey yo. Right. Hey, I don't know. See, you missed this, and you could probably see this on a replay tomorrow or whenever you get a chance. But yo, I was speaking about how basically the Democrat Party, who basically got a stronghold of the government in like the late 1900s, like around FDR, was basically backed by the white supremacists who are the Democrats, not the Republicans. See, a lot of people think, and I'm not saying that there's not no KKK who are Republican. Yes, they are, but guess what? The main ones who were actually KKK were Democrats, not Republicans.
My daddy called them Dixiecrats.
Right. So what's crazy is, and see, a lot of people think just because a white person's Democrat that they like you. No, they're just Democrat because here's the thing: Democrats have done just as, you know, probably more bad to black people than even the Republican Party. It's crazy. I mean, I'm not saying that Republicans are necessarily like love black people either, because both sides definitely use black people. But if you were to realize what the Democratic Party did, like you probably wouldn't even like Democrats anymore. But guess what? Black people feel just because LBJ signed the Civil Rights Act in 1965 that makes the Democrats decide to be on. Where in reality, LBJ only signed in something that black people already had. Black people already had rights since the 1958, since the Supreme Court agreed that black people should have equal rights back then. It is that the government never enforced it. They never made the law enforcement enforce it. They never made anyone do what they're supposed to do. That's the only difference that happened in 1965. But you know, that was already something that black people already had. Malcolm X is even quoted saying that black people didn't need any other laws or anything else or any like new bills because all they had to do was enforce it. But guess what? People are looking for Kamala to answer their problems, and Kamala don't even consider herself black.
Well, she switch up. She's switching around.
Right, because you notice that she could like you notice on the when Donald Trump was like, you know, she said that she was black, but if she said she's black, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But guess what? Kamala didn't say as a black woman I'm offended. She didn't say that. She stayed away from it.
She claimed to be Indian at one point. Now she claimed to be black.
Now she claimed to be black. But yo, man, I really appreciate you tuning in, man. We at the 2-hour mark. You know, people finally tuning in, but we about to close up the show. Man, yo, man, you know I'm gonna catch up with you on the FB.
Hey, I'm gonna drop my when I get a chance, I'm gonna walk to the stove and get me a little something and for the night. And when I get a chance, I'm gonna drop my phone number in your inbox, messenger, Facebook Messenger. We'll call each other.
No doubt. You already know, boy. You already know, man. I appreciate you for tuning in this late, you know what I'm saying, on a Friday night.
Oh, I'm glad. It's an honor. It's always an honor to catch you and be able to talk, chat, and things like that with my fellow brothers. And I love y'all. And I want to talk about some biblical things on a personal level, you know, off air.
Right. No doubt. You know, you already know when I'm gonna get the time, you know, we can catch up. You already know.
All right. It's a deep understanding I want to share with you.
No doubt. You know, we're gonna catch up. You know, so you just got, you know, just give me a little time. You feel me? Because you know, I got work in the morning and stuff like that. But I'm sure we'll catch up. You already know we can catch up, bro. But yo, man, thank you for tuning in. Yo, I'm about to say the final wraps up to the show. All right.
Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.
You already know, bro. So yo, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate JJ Diesel Cowboy, Cowboy Traveler tuning in as well. Clayton Phillips checking in, says, what's up, Kelly West? I appreciate you for tuning in. I hope you catch in on the replay. You know, we're chopping it up. I'm going to put in a timestamp for the replay gang. You feel me? This was a call-in show, but, you know, I guess on Friday the 13th, nobody was going to pass up on that. And I guess everybody decided to have fun and stuff like that, but it's cool. Y'all got something y'all can watch in the morning. I'm going to put the timestamps on, you know, if I get too tired. But once again, I appreciate JJ Diesel Cowboy Traveler 79 Smith for coming in and, you know, keeping us spiritually astute. You feel me? And bringing in how the words, how, you know, these words, these biblical words still work in the 21st century and beyond. Because some people say, oh, what's in the Bible? That was back in the day and that was old stuff and that was how it was. Now it's different. No, a lot of the same things that was happening back then is happening now. You know, whether you're a believer or non-believer, the Bible is still a testament of, you know, how to live, whether, you know, you want to say is it true or not. Because if you still follow the steps, you realize that everything that happens in life could still be pinpointed to what's in the Bible. So, you know, we all know that the Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth. Now, once again, thank you for tuning into another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Cali West, I'm out of here. Gone.